Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. 2023 election, Tribunal's delayed presidential judgment date causes anxiety in Nigeria. Over 2 weeks after all parties made their final argument in the petitions challenging the victory of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigerians have grown apprehensive over what they regard as a delay by the tribunal to deliver judgment, or at least set a date to deliver judgment. The perceived delay may have been interpreted to mean different things. While some allege it was a ploy to tinker with the verdict, some others argue that the tribunal needed time to critically study the arguments of the parties in the dispute. Some of those who spoke to Business Day Sunday said that was the economic crisis and the rising cost of living crisis in the country that may have raised interest in whatever verdict the tribunal may deliver. This, they said, was the reason for the increased campaign on social media platforms and billboards with the inscription, "All eyes on the judiciary." Some of those who shared their concerns with Business Day and via social media said the delay was unnecessary, alleging move to deny justice. These fears and growing anxiety are largely due to the trust deficit Nigerians have for the judiciary system in Nigeria. A 2022 survey on citizens' perceptions on governance in Nigeria and found that about 71% of Nigerians lack trust in the judiciary. The Presidential Petitions Tribunal is now seen as a test on the integrity of the judiciary. The hashtag "All Eyes on the Judiciary" continues to trend on social media. Nigerians want to see an impartial, undisputable judgment from the 5-man panel of judges led by Justice Haruna Samani. There are also some pockets of concerns that the outcome of the judgment may spark crisis, especially if perceived to be partial. Justice Samani is delaying the date of the judgment of the Presidential Election Tribunal because of presumably 2 things. He and his colleagues want to stand with the Constitution and are ready to give undisputed judgment based on the evidence provided by the respondent, devoid of technicalities. He and his colleagues are looking for technicalities to undermine the institution called judiciary because of Bola Tinubu. Anyway, we be here waiting for them. They can decide their actions, but I am sure they have not sat down to envisage our reactions, he further said. Another Nigerian by the name Chuk says, "What exactly is Presidential Election Tribunal afraid of? What are they waiting for to announce the final judgment day? Of all the hardships Nigerians currently face, none is more punishing than the never-ending wait for Presidential Election Petition Tribunal to deliver judgment. People are eagerly waiting, as you can see. Justice delayed is justice denied, another person wrote. Dr. Uche says it took Ukraine's court 12 days to nullify its presidential election. It took Austrian court a few days to nullify its presidential election. It took Kenya's court 14 days to nullify its presidential election. And what's the tribunal to set a date? Now, the tribunal do not even know when they are going to pronounce the judgment, not to talk of actually doing the job. Another person by the name Emmanuel David, a businessman in Abuja, tribunal ought to set a date for judgment to ease Nigerians' tension, but he said the delay can be tolerated if the judgment is fair. On August 2023, all parties, including the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, the People's Democratic Party, and its presidential candidates, the legal team of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the All Progressive Congress Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, adopt their final written addresses, after which the tribunal reserved judgment and declares that a date for judgment would be communicated to all parties. According to statutory provision, election petitions must be heard and determined within 180 days from the day of filing. The tribunal is therefore expected to deliver judgment on or before September 16. Both Obi and Atiku at their petitions praying the court to nullify Tinubu's victory and declare them president. The key issues as contained in their petition before the court include non-compliance of INEC to the electoral laws, especially regarding the deployment of technology to ensure transparent process and other electoral fraud in favor of President Tinubu. Tinubu's forfeiture of $460,000 for narcotics, trafficking and money laundering, and alleged certificate forgery, failure to secure 25% in the FCT, double nomination of Vice President Kashim Shettima. Although the Supreme Court had delivered judgment on Shettima's double nomination, the Allied People's Movement, APM, whose petition before the tribunal is anchored solely on the nomination of Shettima, however, said the judgment did not touch the grounds of their case. The court will deliver judgment on the final day. On the 25%, all respondents argue that the FCT should be treated as a state. They argue that e-transmission of results using the bimodal voter accreditation system is not part of the collation process, but just a process to enhance credibility, and that the glitch suffered did not impact on the election. They argue that Tinubu forfeiture is civil and not a criminal case. In their defense, the Labour Party and its presidential candidates called a total of 13 witnesses and presented several electoral documents duly certified by the Independent National Electoral Commission, including 18,000 blood result sheets, while Atiku Abubakar presented 27 witnesses. You all, thank you very much for always listening. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell, share this video with your friends and family. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.